Hello traders, welcome back to this video. I hope you guys are doing great. So in today's video I have some few pairs. So I'll start with gold. This week generally has been very slow, but we are trying as much as possible to try and anticipate for where the price will be moving towards. So on gold, I told you guys that gold will be looking to clear this highs liquidity up here, and gold did that exactly. So I had marked this order block here, but price never came into that order block. But well and good, the price went up to clear this highs, the external liquidity. So currently, right now, I want to watch out to see what I can, uh, if I can look for a setup around this area, because we are still bullish, and gold has not showed us any selling momentum. So currently, right now, if I can see clearly on from the 4 hour time frame, we are very bullish to the upside. And currently, right now, I want to focus on what the price is doing here. So what I want to see price doing around this area, I can see there is a good fair value gap at this point here. There is a very good fair value gap at that point. So that can be my confluence to look for a trade from this order block. Let me delete this. So that fair value gap there, and then we have this order block. This is an unmitigated order block. This is a demand area, and it is a demand area because when you come into the 1 hour time frame, you can see clearly that this price movement to this low cleared some liquidity down here before moving to the upside to break structure at this point. Uh, so the price cleared liquidity on at this external high, and then came back down to clear these lows liquidity. So if I delete this order block, you can see price swept this lows liquidity down here. We have this liquidity sweep, and then the price went up here to break a structure. So we have a valid break of structure to the upside, and once we see that, we take that low as our strong low. So we want to trade from a demand area down here to look for our buying opportunities to the upside. So currently, right now, that is the order block that I had marked, that I've marked from the 4 hour time frame. We have this order block. That is where we are going to look for our buying opportunities from. But because this order block is very big, you can refine it, let's say maybe using the lower time frame, or let's say maybe when the price comes into a 50% level of this order block, that is where you are going to look for a buying opportunity. So as for me, I will try as much as possible to look for a very good point of entry. Let's say maybe from the 30 minutes time frame, I want to see price coming. Let me mark that 4 hour order block. The 4 hour order block is from this high to this low down here. So that is our order block. Let me delete this. So that is my order block. This is the area of interest. So inside this area of interest, on the 30 minutes time frame, we have this order block. Let me go into the 1 hour time frame. We do not have any order block except this one here, this 1 hour order block here. We have that 1 hour order block, which is around the 50% level of this order block, the 4 hour order block. So you can also wait to see what price will be doing around this area, but generally don't have an aggressive entry. Just wait until price comes into this area. Try as much as possible to look for and let's say maybe a change of character or any other confirmation that you can use. So currently, right now, I want to see what the price will be doing. I anticipate that the price will come into this area, and then we'll have our buys to the upside. So as for me, I'll be looking for those buying opportunities once price comes into this order block, the 1 hour order block that is here. So I want to see price coming there, and then I'll take my buying opportunities from that area order block, and then the stop loss below that order block, the 4 hour order block, and then my first take profit will be always 1 is to 3 is to 1 ratio, and that will be around here, up here. So that is my trade setup from that order block down there. So on gold, that is my setup, and that is what I expect from gold. So that is my view on gold. But in case the price violates that low, we'll be having a change of character, and that means the price will be dropping even lower to come into these areas to fill the fair value gap that was left behind down here. So we will wait very patiently to see what the price will be doing today. We also have PPI news coming at around 1 hour from now. So we will be updated on that also. So I have another pair. I have also GBPUSD. I also have GBPUSD. So on GBPUSD, as I told you from our last analysis, we were in a very good uptrend to the upside. Price came into a daily time frame, fair value gap, where we expected some selling momentum from. So this is the fair value gap, and I had told you why we have that reaction from that area. Remember, we have the change of character here. Price came into this extreme point of interest. We have a break of structure to the downside, and then the price has come into this external point of interest. So this is the fair value gap that I expected price to react from. And currently, right now, we have that selling momentum to the downside. So I told you guys that if this low is going to be taken out, if we have a candle closing below this low, let me zoom in. So if the candle will close below that low, we will have our change of character to the downside, and that is exactly what price did. So if I come into the 4 hour time frame, we have that change of character to the downside, and we have a very good pullback. So I told you guys that I'll be having 2 points of interest where I will expect price to react from. And currently, right now, price came into that 4 hour order block that I marked for you guys, and we had a very good reaction. And then we had this 4 hour point of interest up here also. Told you guys that the market can come up to that high also, but currently right now we are focusing on this area because we had price reacting from that area very well. So if I come into the 1 hour time frame, I was waiting for this low to be taken out. I was waiting for this low to be taken out. If I come into the 15 minutes time frame, I marked that low that broke structure, the last low that broke structure to the upside. So I had this break of structure to the upside at this point here. So I marked this low as my strong low at that point, as a low that I expect if the market takes out that low, I'll be having my change of character to the downside. So what the price did, we have this the price tapping into that level. We had this reaction, a little bit movement to the downside, but we did not have the change of character yet. So the market later came on and took out that low. So that was my confirmation that price is willing to push even lower to the downside. And currently, right now, we have a retracement after this low was cleared out. So this is my change of character to the downside. And because of that change of character, if I come into the 30 minutes time frame, inside this area, we can see we have a very good fair value gap. So I want to look for an entry, sorry, a point of interest where I will have my entries to the downside. I'm currently looking for a selling opportunity to the downside. So if I come into the 1 hour time frame to see if I can have a point of interest from that area, we do not have a clear point of interest from the 1 hour time frame. So if I come into the 30 minutes time frame, we have that fair value gap, and then into the 15 minutes time frame, we also have the fair value gap, and also we have an order block just above it. So let me delete this, and then let me mark the fair value gap with these lines. we have this fair value gap from the 15 minutes time frame. Currently, right now, the price is reacting from this order block here. We have this selling, but we have not gotten that confirmation that we need. So this is the fair value gap, and then we have this order block. You can see this order block from the 15 minutes time frame, a very good order block. So I anticipate that the price will be coming into that order block, and then we'll try to look for our selling opportunities from that area. So the price later on spiked up to clear the liquidities above here. We have this equal highs liquidity. Let me mark the equal highs liquidity. We have this equal highs liquidity up here. So what the market did, the market spiked up and swept these liquidities, and then price went down to change character. So after that change of character, right now we have the price coming back up in a very corrective way. So and that is my point of interest at that point. So I want to see price coming into that level, and then I'll take my selling opportunities from that point to those lows down there. So this is my point of interest on the 15 minutes time frame from this order block. And then because we have a very big wick to the upside, we watch out to see, don't put your stop loss so tight from this area. You can also wait for a good confirmation before you have that entry to the downside. So that is my point of interest on GBPUSD. That is my point of interest. I want to see this fair value gap being filled before the price moves to the downside. So that is my point of interest. And then yeah, that is exactly what I expect. And then the price will be looking to sweep this lows liquidity or go even lower. If I come into the 1 hour time frame, you can see that we have an order block down here. Even from the 4 hour time frame, we have this order block. So that can be used as our target down here. So if I come into this lower time frame, that will be my target. The first take profit as always 1:3, and then the full take profit you can target this 4 hour order block. So that is my view on GBPUSD. I also have Euro USD, and on Euro USD, I think both pairs are doing exactly the same thing. So currently, right now on Euro USD, on Euro USD, if you come into the 4 hour time frame, I expected the price to come back into this high here. I expected the price to come into this order block up here, into this order block from the 4 hour time frame. I expected price to come into this level, but the price reacted from around this area here. I don't know why, but if you even if you take your fib level from this high, the price reacted from a 50% level, and the price is looking to take out this lows liquidity. So currently right now, I expect the same thing to happen on Euro USD. I expect selling opportunities to the downside. We had a very good change of character at this point. If you come into the 5 minutes time frame, you will see a very good change of character. Let me show you the change of character to the downside. So at this point on Euro USD, the 5 minutes time frame up here, we had the price coming back down. Remember the you can see that clearly. We have the price clearing this lows liquidity down here. The price came back down, swept this lows liquidity after this break of structure, and then price went up to have a valid break of structure to the upside. So once I saw this low being taken out, this is the break of structure, the valid break of structure to the upside. Once I saw this low being taken out, I had my confirmation that Euro USD is willing to sell to the downside. So I was waiting for price to come into the 50% level to take my entry, but I missed this trade. So the market came into that 50% level, but I was looking at the price filling in this fair value gap up here, the extreme fair value gap, but the price never came into that area. So I missed this an entry opportunity to the downside. So if you could have used that opportunity to have the entry from the 50% level, you can see how good this trade can be. So if someone has an entry from that area, stop loss above this high, and then the profit 1:3 risk reward ratio. Currently, right now, you can see very well that you could have hit your take profit down here. So the 1:3 risk reward ratio, you can see where the risk reward ratio is. So as for me, I was waiting for the price to fill the fair value gap up there, but the price did not come into that area. So let me delete that. So as for now, I want to look for an entry point to support the movement to the downside, to support the downtrend to the downside. And currently, right now, we have a very good reaction from this order block. I have this order block here. Currently, the price tapped into that area and we have this reaction, but still, I'm waiting to see if the price will be reacting from a point of interest to take my selling opportunities to the downside. So, if I come into the 30 minutes time frame, we have this fair value gap that was not filled, the same thing as GBP USD. And currently, right now, the price has filled that fair value gap, and I expect to see some reaction before I take my sales to the downside. And if I come into the 15 minutes time frame, we also have an order block from the 15 minutes time frame. We have this order block. We have this order block here. And currently, right now, price has tapped into that order block, and we have this selling of pressure to the downside. So if price clears this low, I'll have a confirmation that price is willing to go lower to the downside to clear the external liquidity. So this is the low down here. We have a break of structure to the to the upside. If I go into the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes time frame, we have the price coming down to clear the internal structures, and then we have a valid break of structure to the upside. So it means once we see this low being sorry, let me mark the break of structure. So that is the break of structure. So once we see this low being taken out, we have our change of character, and then we look to have our entries to the downside. So that is my view on Euro USD. I want to see price reacting from that area. But if the price will push even higher, we also have this order block here. From the 30 minutes time frame, we have this order block that is unmitigated. So we can also wait for that area up there. We wait patiently to see what the price will be doing, and then we will take our selling opportunities from those areas. But as for me, right now, I want to see price coming into this area. I want to see if the price will come into that area, and then I'll take my selling opportunities from that order block. The stop loss just above that high, and the profit will be 1:3 risk to reward ratio down here. So that is my view on Euro USD. I want to see price pushing even higher to come into this area. And then remember very well that price took out some liquidities up here. The first liquidity was taken at this point. We have this inducement here. And then we also have another sweep of liquidity above here. So there was a lot of liquidity being taken out there. We have the price breaking down here. Price went up, took out this liquidity, and then came back down, took this low liquidity, and then took out this high liquidity before going down to break a structure. So probably this is a very strong high. So we expect to see some good reaction from that area. And that is why I prefer taking a trade from this order block to the downside. So that is my view on Euro USD. We wait patiently to see what the price will be doing, and we react with how the market reacts. So that is my view on Euro USD. I also have NAS 100. So on NAS 100, as I told you guys from my last analysis, I was expecting some selling pressure, some selling momentum from this order block, and that is exactly what the price did from that area. But we did not have a retracement after the price took out the low that I marked for you guys. I told you guys that I'll be looking for price to take out this low, and then I'll have my entry once price comes into the 50% level. So this was the low that I was waiting for price to take out. And once the price took out that low from the 5 minutes time frame, the price did not come to my entry point before moving to the downside. So we had this change of character at this point. Remember, these are just weeks clearing this low. So I was waiting for a candle close below this low, and then I was waiting to see if the price will have a retracement, a 50% retracement, and then I have my entry to the downside. So the price did not do that, so I missed that entry to the downside. It could have been a very good trade. Probably, most probably, I was waiting for price to come into the 50% level. Sorry, into the fair value gap, this fair value gap here. Uh, we have this fair value gap. I was waiting for price to come into that fair value gap before I have my entry from that area to the downside. And as always, I target 1 is to 3 is to 1 ratio. So if someone could have entered from that area, if the market came into that area, stop loss above there, you can see clearly 1 is to 3 could have been a very good trade, and then you can see the trade went up to 1 is to 6 raised to 1 ratio. So I think uh, market reacted from a very good point of interest down here and went up to break a structure. So currently right now on NAS 100, let me delete this. On NAS 100, we have price breaking structure here to the upside. And after the break of structure, we have this pullback. Price went up, cleared this high liquidity, and then we have this low as a major inducement because the pullback formed after the break of structure to the upside. So currently right now, we have this corrective move, pullback to the downside. And if I come into the 1 hour time frame, we have this order block here. Currently, price has used that order block as an inducement, as a liquidity sweep. You can see clearly the market did not react from that order block. Instead, the market has taken out that order block as a liquidity, and I expect the market to be reacting from this low to the upside. Sorry, because we have the break of structure to the upside, I expect the market to react from any point down here before we look for a buy to the upside. So what you can do is to wait for price to clear uh, the lower time frame change of character to the upside. And currently, right now, I have that change of character to the upside. I think the price is reacting very well to the upside. Those who use double bottoms, you can see the price is trying to form something like a double bottom before we look for buys to the upside. So as for me, I was waiting for this high to be taken out. I want to have my entry. I want to see if the price will be coming into this extreme fair value gap inside the 5 minutes time frame. So in the 15 minutes time frame, this is the fair value gap. Sorry. So if you can have that entry from this area, this is the fair value gap from the 15 minutes time frame. And I expect price to be buying from that area. So that is my setup on NAS 100 from this low, from this fair value gap there. And then stop loss, let me put my stop loss just below this level. Sorry, just below that level. And then the take profit 1 is to 3 is to 1 ratio around that area up there, around that area up there. So that is my view on NAS 100. But in case we see the price moving even lower, I'll expect the price to react from this 15 minutes time frame order block that was not mitigated. We have this order block here. We have this order block from the 15 minutes time frame, but I don't really think the price will be coming to that low because we already have a very good reaction from this point. So that is my entry point to the upside from that area. So we just wait to see what the price will be doing, and that is my view on NAS 100. So thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and even turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss on any analysis that I do for you guys.